Actually, I wanted to spend, since I don't expect to do the expert course until 2011. I know there are people who are downloading it regularly, so they may want to start the Kundalini Kriyas right away. So for those people, I'm going to give a little quick introduction to the Kundalini Kriyas as well. Right? So again, this book, the final section of this book, it gives really beautiful, detailed descriptions of all the Kriyas and all the practices, right? However, there are discrepancies between what's given here. There are discrepancies between what's given here and what's given in this book, right? So in those instances, I tend to find that what's given in here is better, actually, right? Again, there's a few minor discrepancies, but generally I would go with what's in this book. But again, this book is lacking in many details. It gives a very brief, quick description of what the Kriya is, but you're not clear what exactly am I supposed to be doing. But if you read this one, it tells you exactly, in lots of detail, what you're supposed to be doing, right? So it's very clear if you read this book. Right, so read both of them, basically, right? The other key thing I'd tell you is that this one gives like number of rounds that you're supposed to do. So I said like 9 rounds for Bij, Santra, Mantra, Sanchala, right? This one gives you 2 sets of rounds. It gives you the full set of rounds. So this book, I think, only gives you the full set of rounds, right? And it is very tough to try to do the full set of rounds. I mean, I've tried it and it is very challenging. But what this book does, it gives you a reduced set of rounds. And that's not too bad. That's actually quite doable, right? So instead of doing like, say, the fifth Kriya, Shabda, Sanchala, he said 59 rounds is the full. But he says, well, just do 11 is good enough, right? For your first attempt at it. So I find 11 is not bad. 11 is very doable. There's nothing more than 11 rounds. 11 is very doable. So I'd say first thing you should do is try to get all 20 Kundalini Kriyas done with the reduced set of rounds, right? So just do 11, 9, 5, 11, 11, 6, 6, 1 to 3 minutes, exactly what's given here, right, for all 20. And once you're able to go, and that'll still take you, even that'll take you like at least an hour, maybe 2 hours, right, depending on how fast you do it. So even that is very challenging. But only if you're able to do all 20 Kundalini Kriyas at the reduced set of rounds given here, on a regular basis, should you attempt to do the full set of rounds, right? Which will take for sure 2 to 3 hours, right?
You have to be on vacation.
That's right. You almost have to be on vacation to do it, right? Yeah. So the other thing too is that there's not much it's almost entirely done in Siddhasana. You have to sit like this for the entire length of time. And, basically to do that 7 days a week, I think is, well again, if you're not getting any spiritual experience, right, definitely do it 7 days a week to get the spiritual experience. You have to really commit, be disciplined to get the spiritual experience, right? The thing is, once you have the spiritual experience, that itself can be kind of overwhelming, right? So once you have the spiritual experience, then usually I take a break, right? Usually I will take a break. I'll do go back to maybe half an hour practice a day, or 15 minutes of practice a day. I'll go back to doing asanas or whatever, right? And then once I've kind of stabilized, you feel very disoriented actually, depending on how powerful the experience is. You can be quite disoriented, in fact, from it. So definitely take a break. Don't keep pressing forward. I mean, listen to your body. Listen to what your body is telling you, or what your psyche is telling you, what your inner guidance is telling you, that to take a break, right? So definitely do that. You can also end up in a healing crisis, right? You can end up like flu-type symptoms. You can end up quite sick or quite ill, whatever, as the cleansing process becomes very rapid, right? Too rapid than what you can handle, in fact. So definitely take it easy if you feel you need to take it easy, right? Listen to what your body's telling you, essentially. And I guess that's about it, right? So the other thing I do too is that, at least once a month, I will spend just 1 day, I'll do 1 hour, and I'll go through all of the asanas, right? I'll just do 1 day and I'll just do asanas only, right? Because otherwise I find is that if you do this only, you will lose your flexibility, you'll lose your strength actually if you're not doing any other physical activities, right? So I find maybe once a week or once a month, just take 1 day and just do asanas, right? So, so I think that's about it.
That's good.
Otherwise, you should be good to go for the Kundalini Kriyas as well, right? Okay, well.